Hey everyone, my name is Archana. I'm a healer who's recently set up Flute and Feather, a space where I guide journeys to self and source. I'm an Akashic Records reader, a Reiki practitioner, and a yoga teacher, and I'm here today to talk about crystals. We are going to talk about crystals for overall well-being and balance. We're going to look at the energy centers, the 7 chakras, and understand how crystals can help us balance overall. So let's look at the 7 energy centers in our body, the 7 chakras, look at the corresponding colors and the crystals that can help release blockages in any of these centers. So let's start with the base chakra known as Muladhara. It's located at the base of your spine and is red in color. Muladhara is associated with stability and grounding, and a misalignment manifests as a feeling of insecurity, a feeling of fear. So red jasper is a great crystal to work with. You can place it at the base of your spine. Lie down on it. Muladhara is associated with the material aspects of our lives, associated with fulfillment of our basic needs. The next energy center located in our pelvic area is known as Swadhisthana. It's associated with creativity, pleasure, and sexuality, and it is orange in color. A great crystal to work with for this center is carnelian. That's what it looks like. So this is a raw stone, but the tumbled one looks like this. Blockages in the sacral center, Swadhisthana, could manifest as a feeling of low self-esteem, blocked creativity. So you can work with this with carnelian to alleviate these feelings of low self-esteem. The third energy center is known as Manipura. It's also called the solar plexus chakra, and it's located near your navel. The color of this center is yellow. So the crystal we're going to work with for this is known as yellow fluorite. The solar plexus is associated with self-esteem, confidence, and so a misalignment would manifest typically as feeling stuck, feeling not confident, feeling lethargy or a lack of drive. We've now moved up to our heart center known as Anahata. The color of this chakra is green, and it is associated with love and compassion. An imbalanced Anahata chakra would manifest as a feeling of disconnection from others, a feeling of isolation, a feeling of loneliness, basically not being able to give and receive in balance. So working with malachite, one of my favorite stones. Let's look at these natural formations. This is a free form. Well, let me show you a really small one that you can place easily on your body. Vishuddha, or our throat chakra, is located over here at our throat, and it is associated with verbal communication. So the color of the chakra is blue, and we're going to look at blue lace agate. So this is a raw piece, the small one that you can place on your body. It's got these beautiful bands and just lovely energy to place on your throat. So you can wear this as a pendant. You can wear this in your jewelry. Many different ways to use crystals. Vishuddha is associated with communication, and any blockage in the center could manifest as the inability to express yourself, not being able to speak your truth, or being excessively dominating in conversation and not being able to listen to the other. So watch out for how that manifests for you. Usually when you have throat issues, that's just a physical manifestation of the chakra being out of balance. The third eye, or Agnya, is associated with intuition, imagination, and inner vision. The color of the chakra is purple, and a great crystal to work with is amethyst. Yeah, that's what amethyst looks like. It's purple in color. This is a tumble, and this is a raw piece. This is relatively flat on one side, so really nice to place on your body. But let me also show you a raw form that you can even put at your bedside if you so feel. So an imbalance in this chakra would typically manifest as feeling very caught up in the material world, not being able to listen to your gut, not being able to see clearly, feeling very confused. Working on this energy center through meditation, through yoga, or any other spiritual practice helps really tune into that aspect that is spirit, that has infinite wisdom. that is very much a part of all of our beings. We've now moved from the base of our spine to the crown of our heads. Sahasrara is also known as the 1,000-petal lotus. It's connected to the higher dimension. It's connected to spirit, higher wisdom, and awareness. It's also known as the chakra of enlightenment. So the Sahasrara is white in color, and the crystal that we are going to work with today is selenite. So it gets its name from its association with the moon, selenite. And this is a tumble that can be placed nicely on your body. So selenite is a self-cleansing crystal, and this plate actually has all the 7 chakra symbols. It's great to use to place your crystals for charging. So just like this. A total must-have for anyone working with crystals. There you go. So an imbalance in Sahasrara would manifest as a lack of connection to one's spiritual nature, a lack of faith in a higher power. And it's really important to cultivate that sense of connection because it is our true nature, and it gives us guidance and direction and helps us make sense of this journey called life. So we've gone over the 7 stones for each of the 7 centers. You can actually do a simple chakra meditation. So starting from the top of your head, visualizing white light flowing in from the top of your head, visualizing Sahasrara spinning, then flowing down into Agnya, visualizing the purple center spinning, allowing that purple light to come down to your throat center, and then getting the blue center in motion. Vishuddha starts spinning, allowing the blue to go down to Anahata, merge with the green, start spinning in the green, allowing the green to flow down into Manipura, allowing Manipura to start spinning in yellow, pausing for a minute, allowing the yellow to start flowing into Swadhisthana as orange, allowing the orange to spin, taking it in, and then allowing it to go down to Mooldhara, spinning red, flowing down from your feet into the earth and grounding you. Finally, ending that brief meditation with just experiencing your connection from spirit to earth and feeling supported, feeling whole, feeling complete. So you can place the crystals on each of these centers and do this quick visualization, or you can just work with, say, 2 centers or 3 centers. If you're feeling like your throat is feeling, your throat center is feeling out of balance, place a crystal there. If you're feeling your heart is out of balance, place a crystal there. So you can even just work with 2 centers or 3 centers. I would recommend doing 3 centers at a time because just having too many crystals on your body might just get a little overwhelming. But if you are used to this practice, if you're used to doing chakra balancing exercises, definitely go ahead and place all 7. Make sure to download the Girl Tribe by Miss Malini app for exclusive access to more such videos. Can't wait to see you there.